From this past year, I have learned so much from the school. What I have learned from my classes has gotten me even more ready for the years after high school. From making new resumes, learning about different cultures in food tech, and the background on how to find a rental property. By having the faith from my teachers, it has made me reach my goals in life. If I could go back in time and start the year and tell myself what it would be like, I would say COVID is not going to let you have the year that you wanted. And when you are getting to the end of the year, you will have some really hard times, but you will get through them. The whole point of working so hard in school was to get here and get to graduate. For the next year 12s, I would just want to say that you have done 13 years of schooling and you might think that you want it to be all over. But this is your last year. Just stop and take it in. Things will change after this year. Overall, I am glad that I never gave up.
What type of feedback was the most motivating to you over the years? The biggest feedback was actually from my mum. She was always pushing me to do my best, and her words, and I quote, were, "Do what makes you happy." That could be with school or anything in life. I took that as if I liked my work and I was happy with it, I would be proud of myself for pushing myself to make a great piece of work. Knowing what you know now, if you could write a letter to yourself, what advice would you give your younger self? The biggest advice I'd give to myself is yes, there are a few challenges and hurdles to jump, but you can do this. You have gone through a few big challenges, but you can always pick yourself back up no matter what and never give up. What advice would you give students who will be in the class next year? I would just say to all the year 11s heading into year 12 next year, never give up and trust your gut feeling. There is a quote that I like. It states, "It's okay to pass with flying colours, it's okay to be alright at school and still pass, and it is also okay to drop out and pursue something else, but it is not okay to give up."
This past year has been the best year of my life. Although COVID-19 has had a huge impact on our learning style, I've felt the most motivation and happiness that I've felt in a long time. I used to struggle with severe depression and ADHD, and in the beginning of the year, I got on the right medications, and since then, I've built my life up and worked towards everything I've ever achieved. I have uni to look forward to next year, and I'm moving up the social ladder and more focused than ever. My advice to you guys would be to surround yourself with people who make you happy and who let you be yourself, and strive to better your life, because effort and achievement leads to rewards, which leads to satisfaction and happiness and a better life.
My name is Cooper Taylor and I'm year 12. My thoughts on VCAL is probably a great thing to pick because you get to go to your vet. You only have your vet course and a few other subjects that you have to do. My most enjoyed part of VCAL would probably be the vet, to be honest, but working in groups at all the year, doing all the group projects and stuff was pretty good, and I love that. That was my main favourite part of the year. Yeah. For next year's year 12s, I'd probably say finish school, get it over and done with, and move on in life, because get to the next step in schooling or whatever that you have to get through, because it's only year 12, it's 1 year, if you're in year 11, and it's just finish it off. It's not much long left and you can just do it, I guess. I don't know.
These 2 years have been pretty tough for our cohort. We've been through a lot. We've spent almost half of our senior time here at Staughton in lockdowns and doing online learning, and it really affects a program like VCAL, with a lot of our major assessments like Market Day, Athletics Day and Swimming Carnival being very major assessments, and we couldn't do most of them due to COVID restrictions, and it really sucks that we weren't able to do them. But it's been really nice to see everyone come together and get through these really hard times. It's been really rewarding to be able to make it as far as we have, to keep going the way we have. It's been really good. VCAL's a really good life skill teaching program. With literacy, we learned how to read rental contracts and find a home that suits our needs and that suits our budget. It's been good. And with work-related skills, we learn how to build our resumes and cover letters and workplace safety, and that's a really important skill to know. And with business, we've learned how to use LinkedIn, which is a really important program to know if you want to put your resume and yourself out there to find new jobs and new careers if you're looking for them. And paired with the vet program and the business, you finish you graduate with 3 certificates, which is really good for your resume. I think if I had my time over again doing VCAL, I would choose a vet that I would enjoy more. Like, don't get me wrong, I chose plumbing and I really enjoyed doing my vet there, but I think I chose it to develop my career rather than do something I really enjoy. I just think maybe I should have chosen something a career that I'm passionate about rather than something that earns me a lot of money. That's just something I would have done over again. And some advice I would have for year 12s coming in is that just take it one day at a time. Towards the end of the year, the stress can start to build, knowing that you're not coming back to school and this is it. Like, you're going into the real world after this, and it can build on you. It can really stress you out. So I think some good advice is just to take it one day at a time and just relax and know that you'll get through it.